Here together with Senior Counsel Philip Murgor, Paul Mwangi, Jackson Awele, Velma Auma for respondent number 11.
My lords and my ladies, for petition number 3, Otieno Willis. I do appear for the petitioners. Maybe there was a mix-up in the numbers. For petition 3, it's Willis Otieno for the petitioners, appearing with Nelson Osiemo.
May it please you, Madam Chief Justice and the members of the court, my name is Gedhu Muigai, Senior Counsel. In that matter, I appear for Mr. Wafula Chebukati, the chairman of IEBC, assisted by Mr. Eric Gumbo. I also appear for IEBC, assisted by Mr. Kamau Karori, Senior Counsel.
Paul Muite, Chief Justice, Deputy Chief Justice, Your Ladyship, my lords, in petition number 1, I am instructed by the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission to appear for it on the basis of a resolution by 4 commissioners, and I appear with my colleague, Issa Mansour. Thank you.
Thank you.
Madam Chief Justice, maybe this would be a good time to give directions on how we should proceed on this rather irritating and irrelevant matter that has been raised, when it is quite clear that the record speaks for itself. My learned friends filed appearance way before the said resolutions, but I do not wish to go into the evidence without your permission and without your directions, whether we do it now or later.
We'll do it later.
I am most obliged.
Yes, if we have recorded all the appearances. Okay, let's finish with the appearances.
My Lady, Madam Chief Justice, the President of the Supreme Court, and Madam Lady Deputy Chief Justice, the Deputy President of the Court, and the members of the court. My name is Dewanjiru. I appear together with Gerard Mituga in petition number 5. Sorry, my lady, petition number 4, David Karaoke Ngari.
Thank you.
My lady, Madam Chief Justice, and the members of the court, my name is Jotha Marwa. I appear for the 4th respondent in petition number 2. Thank you.
My Lady Chief Justice and members of the court, my name is Apple Lomboya. I appear for the 3rd respondent in petition number 2.
Thank you.
My Lady, the President of the Court and members of the court, in petition number 4, I appear together with Senior Counsel Philip Murgor, my learned friend Paul Mwangi, Jackson Awele, Velma Maumo, and my name is James Orengo.
Thank you.
For the 10th respondent.
My Lady, the Chief Justice and members of the court, I'm Jenga Jeremy in petition number 5. I appear for the 7th respondent.
May it please my lord, my name is Gordon Ugola. I appear for the 8th respondent in petition number 5, together with Mr. Elvis Nanda and Ouma Ochola.
My Lady, the President of the Court and members of the Court, in petition number 5 of 2022, the appearances for the two petitioners, first and second petitioners, the appearances as follows. Senior Counsel Philip Mulgore, Mr. Paul Mwangi, Mr. Jackson Awele, Ms. Velma Maumo, and James Orengo.
Okay. I guess now we are through with the appearances.
My Lady, if it may please the court, my name is Emmanuel Bitter. I appear for the Attorney General, that is in petition number E03, the interested party, and in E07, the 9th respondent.
Your Ladyship, the Chief Justice and President of the Supreme Court, the Deputy Chief Justice and the Court, I appear in petition number E007 for the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th petitioners. Mr. Okio Mtata appears in person for the first petitioner, just for the record.
A very good morning, my Lady Chief Justice.
Did you record your name for purposes of the answered?
Yes, Your Ladyship?
Your name.
Oh, sorry. Professor Tom Ojenda, Senior Counsel.
Thank you.
Thank you. Kisumu County. Thank you.
A very good morning, my Lady Chief Justice, President of the Court, Deputy Chief Justice, honorable members of the Court. My name is Stephen Mwenesi, Advocate. I appear in petition E005 alongside with the President of the Law Society, Eric Theuri, for the Law Society of Kenya's amicus.
My Lady, my name is Ochiel Dudley. It's my pleasure to appear before you again, this time for the International Commission of Jurists as amicus curiae. I appear alongside Ms. Anne Shikongige, who is in the adjoining court. Thank you, my Lady.
My Lady, the Chief Justice and honorable judges of the Supreme Court, my name is Charles Kanjama, SC. I appear for 3 amici curiae in petition number 5. That is, I appear for John Wadubengo, Dr. Joseph Sevilla, and Martin Mirero.
May it please you. My name is Chief Justice and other members of the court. My name is, sorry. Let me repeat. May it please you, my Lady, the Chief Justice and other members of the court. My name is Kibe Mongai Advocate. I'm appearing in petition number E008 alongside Ms. Wairimo Keru.
Thank you.
May it please you, my lady.
My lady, there used to be a rule about seniority. I have been stood down twice.
Yes.
Maybe I should go.
It is still there.
I appreciate my lady's protection. My lady, my name is Gedhu Muigai, Senior Counsel, and I appear for Mr. Wafula Chebukati, supported by Mr. Eric Gumbo. And I appear for IEBC, supported by Mr. Kamau Karori and Mr. Mohat Jomane and Mr. Tito Tiago.
Yes, this is the third time you are telling us that, as Professor.
Okay, my lady, I thought we would need to do that in every matter, but I'm guided by you now, and I yield the floor to my learned colleague.
Okay.
Madam Chief Justice and the honorable members of the court, my name is Jotham Marua once again. I appear for the 6th respondent in petition number 5. We had been under the impression that we are recorded on every matter. Thank you.
Thank you.
Your Leadership and members of the court, my name is Apple Lomboya. With respect to petition number 4, I appear for the 3rd respondent. With respect to petition number 5, I appear for the 5th respondent. And lastly, with respect to petition number 7, I appear for the 3rd respondent. Thank you.
Thank you.
Madam Chief Justice, permit me to introduce Mr. Morara in petition number 4 for the petitioners. Here is seated in court number 1. I erroneously left out his name. Mr. Morara.
Thank you. I think we now have all the appearances. You will allow me, on behalf of my brother and sister judges of the Supreme Court, to first of all say a very good morning to all of you, and also to welcome all of you to these proceedings. I wish to recognize our distinguished guests who have joined us this morning, recognizing the Honorable Retired Chief Justice Othman Chande, and your entire delegation of eminent African jurists who have come to observe these proceedings. You're very welcome. I wish to also recognize the parties who are present, the petitioners, the respondents, their friends and supporters who are watching us online. Unfortunately, due to constrained space that we are operating from, we could not accommodate very many people. You can all see we are all required to observe the COVID-19 protocols. We also have to be mindful of security and the constrained time, and therefore we were forced to limit the number of the counsel who can appear at any given time. But parties are free and at liberty to have as many counsel as they could. We'll try to accommodate as many as we can in the speed of a room, court number 1, where they can follow the proceedings and continue assisting counsel who are in the plenary. We thank the media also for coming to stream the proceedings online to assist Kenyans and all people from all over the world who are watching and following these proceedings across Africa and across the world. We specifically, I want to thank the observers who have come to be part of this process to attest that we are all guided by the rule of law, constitutionalism, values that we all share across Africa and indeed in the Commonwealth and all over the world. And also to express the judicial solidarity for us, which is a core emblem which cuts across the border as we attempt to develop our jurisprudence and work together in the spirit of bilateralism and regionalism. We therefore welcome you to Kenya to these proceedings. Today, Council and parties, we are here for the pre-trial of the election petitions that were filed before us. As you are aware, 9 petitions were filed, and we received 25 preliminary issues in form of interlocutory applications. We have been able to dispose of all those preliminary issues and delivered rulings online, which I believe you are still reading and internalizing. After we dealt with the preliminaries, 2 petitions were struck out. Petition number petition number E006 and petition number E009 were struck out, and the rulings were delivered together with the media summary showing the reasons why they were struck out. So we are left with 7 petitions, and the court has considered the 7 petitions which emanate from the same presidential election, which was held on the 9th of August, 2022. So upon perusing and considering the issues raised in the following petitions, E001, E002, E003, E004, E005, E007, and E008 of 2022, and the respondents thereto, we find that all those petitions raise similar issues and seek similar orders. Therefore, we order that petitions numbers E001, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, and 8 of 2022 be and are hereby consolidated with petition number E005 of 2022, which is designated as the lead presidential election petition for 2022. The parties will therefore be The ending of the matter I will therefore read as Raila Odinga and Martha Karua will be the first petitioners. John Njoroge Kamau will be the second petitioner. Youth Advocacy Africa and Peter Kilika will be the third petitioner. Kerif Karifa, John Josewe, Ruth Mumbi, Grace Kamau, David Kariuki will be the fourth petitioner. Okia Umtata Okoiti, Nyakina Wycliffe Gisebe, Victor Okuna, John Maina will be the sixth petitioner. Julia Nyokabi-Chege, Joseph Mutua Ndonga, Simon Mwaura Njenga will be the seventh petitioner. The respondents will be William Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua, the first and second respondents. IBC will be the third respondent. Then Mr. Wafula Chebukati, fourth respondent. Juliana Cherela, fifth respondent. Irene Masiti, sixth respondent. Justice Nyangaya, seventh respondent. Francis Wanderi, eighth respondent. Professor Gurie, ninth respondent. Boya Moru, 10th respondent. And the Attorney General will be the 11th respondent. From the rulings that we delivered, we have admitted Law Society of Kenya as amicus curiae or amici curiae with ICJ, Mr. John Warubengo, Dr. Joseph Savira, and Martin Milero. That is the order of the court for the consolidation of the matter. So the other issue that we are going to deal with this morning upon consolidation of the matter is to settle the issues for determination. The court, having considered the printings that were filed, the submissions, and all the documents that were filed, we have framed 9 issues that have been shared with you by now, I believe, but I'll read them out. The first issue is whether the technology deployed by IBC for the conduct of the 2022 general elections met the standards of integrity, verifiability, security, and transparency to guarantee accurate and verifiable results. Issue number 2, whether there was interference with the uploading and transmission of Forms 34A from the polling stations to the IMBC public portal. Issue number 3, whether there was a difference between Forms 34As uploaded on the IMBC public portal and Forms 34As received at the National Tallying Center, and Forms 34As issued to the agents at the polling stations. Issue number 4, whether the postponement of gubernatorial elections in Kakamega and Mombasa counties, parliamentary elections in Kitui Rural, Kacheriba, Rongai, and Pokot South constituencies, and electoral wards in Nyaki West in North Imenti constituency, and Kwanjenga in Embakasi South constituency, resulted in voter suppression to the detriment of the petitioners in petition number E005 of 2022. Number 5, whether there were unexplained discrepancies between the votes cast for presidential candidates and other elective positions. Issue number 6, whether the IEBC carried out the verification, tallying, and declaration of results in accordance with the provisions of Article 138(3)(c) and 138(10) of the Constitution. Issue number 7, whether the declared president-elect attained 50% plus 1 vote of the votes cast in accordance with Article 138(4) of the Constitution. And number 8, whether there were irregularities and illegalities of such magnitude as to affect the final result of the presidential election. And finally, what reliefs and orders can this court grant or issue? Those were the issues that the court has come up with. Perhaps then we can proceed to the next area. Council President and parties, considering the constitutional time frame for determining the consolidated presidential election petition and the nature of the issues raised, as well as the COVID-19 pandemic, we have limited the number of advocates who can sit in the plenary as per the schedule that was shared with you this morning by the registrar of the court. For further clarity, been asked to clarify that parties have a right to representation of as many lawyers as they wish. The only reason we cannot accommodate everybody here is because of the limited space. We are still in the COVID-19 protocol that requires social distancing, and also because of security. However, on account of all these considerations, we have facilitated additional advocates to sit in courtroom number 1, where the proceedings will be streamed live. I will seek your indulgence on behalf of my brother and sister judges and cooperation in this regard. We have also shared a time allocation that is allocated to each one of you I believe you have been given a copy of the time allocation schedule. Things are streaming online. If you can check, maybe it has come, but I can read it for you. When we will start the hearing tomorrow, the main petitioner, that is petition number E005 of 2022, Raila Odinga and Martha Karua, we have allocated them 3 hours. The supporting petitioners, being petition number E001 of 2022, John Joroge Kamau, we have allocated that supporting petitioner 30 minutes. Petition number E002 of 2022, Youth Advocacy Africa and Peter Kirika, we have allocated 30 minutes. Petition number E003 of 2022, Kerif Karifa and others, 30 minutes. Petition number E004 of 2022, David Kariuki Ngari, 30 minutes. Petition number E007 of 2022, Okia Omtata Okoiti and others, 30 minutes. Petition number E008 of 2022, Juria Nyokabi and others, we have allocated them 30 minutes. It is hoped that that will be the time allocation for tomorrow, and when we proceed to the hearing of the we've also looked at the responses by some respondents, namely Juliana Cherera, Irene Masit, Justus Nyangaya, and Francis Wanderi.